Alright, so a little while ago I made a video kind of talk about Monster MH6 because it was a topic that I really wanted to talk about and wanted to get my opinion out there. And I said some things, and the new trailer dropped. And while this is not going to be a review of the trailer, it's gonna have a few of my thoughts on it, and it's gonna just go over everything that I might have missed and got wrong in my first video. So first of all, I need to go over some things in my first video that I think are still gonna happen. I'm pretty sure the underwater combat is still happening. Now, there's a big desert in the trailer, but so to go into Monster Hunter World a bit, since it's very much confirmed that this is gonna be essentially a sequel. Because, well, first off, it's the same font as everyone pointed out on Reddit, and then another thing is another W Monster Hunter game. And a couple other things is just, I'm pretty sure we're just exploring the rest of the new world as I suspected in my first video, that we were exploring the parts of the new world that were too dangerous to explore before. And I'm pretty sure that Zora Magdaros is gonna bring us the ocean environment still, or at least be some sort of Easter egg in an already existing ocean environment. Even though it said that they would create the ocean environment, there's people theorizing that there's the Meryl in Monster Hunter World depicting the Legend of the Five. There is an obvious pieces to represent Sharish Valda and Safi Jiva, aka Xenojiva. These two, and then there's another two, where people are theorizing on Mayan and African mythology and the parts in the Legend of the Five where it essentially states that the other two dragons sort of became the sea and became the land. And I'm on board with it. Very much on board with it. I want more snake wyverns. My friend Brainmelt also wants more snake wyverns. She's kind of a fanatic. And it would also be cool because, I mean, if the game's already focusing on a bunch of snake wyverns, we might get Dalamadur back and maybe expand upon his fight again. And we're gonna get a lot of ground wyverns if the theory of it is true, and we're also gonna get a lot of water wyverns and potentially underwater combat back if the African and the mythology is true. Because, well, yeah, it just throw everything together to have underwater combat back, which means we still might get our Fatalis and Iceborne moment with Dire Morales, who effectively was the Fatalis of the third generation. And there is a new video that I wanted to make originally, but then I thought, I think I should know the theme from the trailer more and theories more, just to get a grasp on it of my sort of wish list for monsters and monsters that I really think will come back. Which I know is an outplayed thing, but I really want to do it because it's just a really fun thing that I really like doing, in my head at least. And then, yeah, it's just, maybe we're gonna get a more mastered mechanics of Monster Hunter World, which would be really fun and cool. Because I liked Monster Hunter World's combat, I just wish it was more. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be picking up the story in the future, which is always gonna be cool. Just to be able to see the new world more. And okay, another theory that's been going around is the gilding. This is gonna be one big gilding lance. And while I wouldn't be opposed to this, and I think it'd actually be pretty cool, there's one big reason to why I say nah, probably not. Is the gilding lands were created by the gigantic Zora Magdaros. And while I know people wouldn't like it, I'm pretty sure Zora Magdaros is going to have more lore significance. And while I know people like want the African and Mayans mythology to be like perfectly followed with two serpents, the one of like water, the one of water, and the one of ground. I think only the one of ground is gonna happen, or at least like one of them is going to be Zora Magdaros. I think. Just Zora had too much significance in world, at least the story, not the player base. But it really just comes down to Zora Magdaros is I think like my biggest problem with this two serpents theory. Though I still think that the two serpents would be cool, I do kind of want an expanded upon of like Zora Magdaros because he got fucked over hard in World. Like he was such a boring fight. Pretty cool backdrop though. I do like him. And like pets, I had like a cutout version. I have like a cutout piece of my video where I was talking about like the different pets, what we might get. All of it really boiled down to essentially what we're seeing here. Is that I kind of wanted like palicos to like have more significance, and that palameets were most likely going to be removed, but they might have been replaced, and that's like a big possibility because of how many people love them in Rise and like their mechanics, but they were a little too overpowered, so we're probably going to see this like raptor thing be more of an underpowered version of the Palamute, which is always cool. It's always like fun to see Monster Hunter take its old ideas and bring them into a new age. 2025 is a long ways away, but like that doesn't mean that we have to spend this year dragging our feet. Like it's still gonna be a good year for Monster Hunter. Like Monster Hunter, at least on the websites, made that clear. Because we're still getting like new updates for Monster Hunter now. We're getting a bunch of stuff. We also have like a bunch of games. Most people have a bunch of games. For the fact this was just a brand script. Tell you what I was wrong on. So I'll see you all another time on like my next videos about this, and then I'll also probably be releasing different videos soon too, because I'm working on a big video over analyzing the Boss Baby lore. I'm not fucking joking. This is awful.